Holy cow! Did you know that it's been an entire 7 days since the last time you watched one of these bulletins? Don't worry though, I know a guy who knows a guy. Let's go sort this out while we catch up with this week's Thunder Cougar Falcon Bulletin. In Planetside news this week, our Friday ops consisted of Mighty running a larger Alpha squad and Nerve running a smaller Bravo team. Our time was spent primarily smashing our way towards Dahaka Amp Station against the NC and their unending stream of tanks. We had a consistent back and forth fight against the NC in that lane for the majority of our ops, with many vehicle and airdrops to the various bases involved. Super notable sections of the evening were when an entire NC Reaver swarm turned up at Dahaka South while we were on the capture point. After they hovered around for a bit, they then landed and came in to fight us on the point. Eventually, we were overrun, but we weren't even mad because that was an amazing Planetside moment. As the evening progressed, we ended up setting up a Lancer squad on the ridge at Indar Comare and harvested a large amount of NC tanks and Thunderers, ultimately diverting a vehicle column to move to seabed listening post to avoid our fire. They came back after they capped it, but got stalled halfway there. Eventually, they were able to push up to the point at Indar Comare with a large force of infantry. We redeployed back to the warp gate and hopped into our aircraft. We flew back over to bomb the base and to help a friendly VS infantry force retake the point, and it was basically just like Apocalypse Now, except that it was in space, with sights, and on a desert. So it was nothing like Apocalypse Now, but it was still super cool. Our Sunday night ops was on Amrish, and we started by carving a line to Raven's Landing. We had to rescue Lithcorp from those wacky TR funsters along the way, but ultimately we resecured our ancestral home. After which, we redeployed to Shrouded Skyway to help defend. Upon our arrival, we found that the place was overrun, so we moved back to Genudyne Physics Labs to spawn some vehicles. One Sunderer train later, we had broken the momentum of the NC on that lane, ultimately leading to us retaking Shrouded Skyway and making an attempt at Scarfield Reliquary. After this, we made an ill-fated attempt to take Raven's Landing back, as it had slipped to the NC's control while we were away. Following that misadventure, we redeployed to Hayoka Chemical Lab to help defend against a well-entrenched NC force. Ultimately, we were able to fight them back and push the battle to Chimney Rock Depot. Once we had concluded our business there, we moved again to take Raven's Landing, this time with a much larger battle that had friendly VS forces coming in to help us halfway through. It was awesome, and we finished our ops on a high there. In other Planetside news, another server smash is looming against us, this time against Connery on the 31st of May around 1 PM Sydney time. We already have 8 names on our list. If you want to get in on some awesome Planetside as it was meant to be, get in touch on Pixel's thread in our forum. We will be beginning regular practices again in the next week. Moving on to other game news, Space Marine Fever continues to be unrelenting, with around 16 or so of us playing through the game pretty much every night at present. If you want to get a chance to take on Bugs' Chainsword, Steel Grin's Grenades, Jet and Burnt's Lasguns, No Jun's Stalker Bolter, or just get hammered with Mighty, then keep an eye out for the Space Marine collection on the next Steam sale in about a month. Be warned, the future may include Dreadnoughts, Chaos Exterminations, and other 40k related shenanigans. Our RTS ladder is now live. Monday nights are available for folks to come and challenge one another for kind of chess-related glory. If you're looking to brush up on your RTS skills, why not enter the internet Thunderdomes of Dawn of War Retribution, Planetary Annihilation, or Company of Heroes 2. Meet new and interesting people, then crush them as you do battle for the glory of the ruinous powers of chaos. Gmod continues to capture the mischievous nature of our members. Tuesday night has become the de facto Gmod night, so if you are mad keen to goof around in Gmod, featuring such antics as numbers rocketing entire rooms in Prop Hunt, Pope deceiving and amazing folks in Trouble in Terrorist Town, and many other assorted acts of randomness, Gmod is the place to be on Tuesday nights. This concludes the amazing bulletin for this week. If you have any news that you think is bulletin worthy, or at least just interesting, get in touch with Mighty and spill your guts. Until next week, be excellent to each other.